Hi, I'm Mrs Coyle and I'm the principal teacher of maths in the school. I have worked here at Springburn Academy for just over 11 years now. The best bit about being a maths teacher is that we see everyone in the school and I've got a really good department. If I wasn't a maths teacher, I wasn't always a maths teacher, and I used to work in a lab doing analytical chemistry. I would maybe do something like that again. Hobbies outside of teaching, I have my favourite thing probably to do is ballroom and Latin American dancing, and I also love watching football, both live and on the telly. I also enjoy reading and swimming. My favourite colour is purple. My favourite food, that's a difficult one because I like lots of different foods. My favourite food is probably chicken. My favourite film of all time, I've got a couple. One of my favourite films of all time is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which most of you probably won't even remember. And I also love Grease. I am a well-known football fan. My favourite ever player, there are two. One is Henrik Larsson, for obvious reasons. The second one is probably Jimmy Johnson, because I didn't follow him that much when I was younger, but he came from my area and there's lots of things attached to him still in my area. There's a small memorial garden and he was sort of local to our area. Another favourite of mine is also Paul McStay, who was at school with me. If I won the lottery, sorry Mrs Hamilton, I would retire tomorrow and I would do lots of travelling. I love travelling. My favourite teacher at school was a man called Mr Eslick, who was my maths teacher, and he was just a really nice man and a really good teacher. Probably inspired me a wee bit to become a maths teacher. What makes me laugh? Lots of things make me laugh. Really silly things make me laugh. Good TV programmes make me laugh. Good weather makes me smile, maybe not laugh, but I don't laugh at that very often. Right, if I could invite 3 people, living or dead, to a dinner party, who would I choose? That's a tricky question. I think one of them I would like to choose would be Nelson Mandela. He was very prominent when I was a teenager and everything that was going on in South Africa. I think I would invite Henrik Larsson to dinner. And I would also like to invite the author Maeve Binchy. The tallest building I have ever been to the top of, I've been to the top of a couple of really tall buildings. I've been to the top of the CN Tower, where I was terrified to get out the lift. And I've also been to the Empire State Building in New York. I'm not sure which one is taller. I think it's maybe the CN Tower. My secret celebrity crush. Oh, I'll need to think about that one. Let me think. My secret celebrity crush. I need to be a bit longer to think about that one. Nobody springs to mind right away. Let's say Brad Pitt. My first ever job was as a babysitter for someone who lived round the corner, who the woman had an evening job and her husband wasn't home from work, and I used to look after her kids for an hour every day until her husband got home from work. My favourite zoo animal, there are 2 big favourites of mine, but I think my very favourite is a giraffe. My biggest fear, lots of things scare me. Not very good with heights. Don't mind being in a plane, but I'm not very good at climbing up things high, so probably fear of heights. My favourite book of all time. A couple of books again that I've really liked. One is The Island by Victoria Hislop, and the other one would be Captain Corelli's Mandolin. If I could travel back in time to any point in history, what year would I choose, where and why? I think I would probably go back to the 1920s, to America, where they started doing all the dances like the Charleston and things like that. I think I would really enjoy that, and it ties in with my hobbies. Which movie star would play me in the movie of my life? Oh dear, that's a difficult one. Let me think. I really don't know the answer to this one. I'd need to give this one a bit more thought, I think. Maybe I'll come back to give my answer for that one later. Any final comments? Just that I'll need to think about who's going to play me in the movie of my life.
Thank you, Mrs. Coyle.